Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm building probably one of the ugliest house I've ever built in The Sims, but hear me out. The exterior of the house may be ugly, but I think that the interior is very cool and cute and pretty. It's cool. Trust me. Basically the entire idea for this house was to build one of those tiny movable houses that are kind of like on wheels, and you can basically move them, like attach them to your car, your pickup truck, and move them and drive with them basically around the country. And that was the idea. And so basically the exterior of those houses isn't very pretty. They look like containers, you know what I mean, with kind of like metal panels. But the most of the time, like, the exterior is kind of ugly and boring, but the interior of those houses is very pretty, because people kind of pay a lot of attention to that. And so that was the entire idea. And also I wanted to use platforms. I wanted to kind of create lofted areas in the house with platforms. And so with this house, we have basically a lofted bedroom and a lofted living area, and I think it's very cute. I chose on purpose this lot that is in Brenington Bay, and it's basically on a kind of port deck. And this entire lot doesn't have grass, but it just have like ground and soil. So basically it looks like it's there for a house like that, you know. And I also really like how the kind of container look of this house fit very well with the environment, because we kind of have this kind of ship deck, and I imagine like you might see, I don't know, stacked containers. um, so I was like, oh, this lot is perfect for a house like this. And as I said, I really like that we have like the ground, and it's not really like we don't have landscaping around, because I kind of imagine like you come here with your house, you live it there. Most of the time with those houses, you need like a large piece of land, where you just put it, like place it. And so you don't have much going on in terms of landscaping at all. In fact, this house doesn't have much landscaping, you know. It's just mainly like ground. But I think that's the beauty of it, because you see like the outside is boring, but then the inside is pretty. And speaking of the inside, right now I'm basically doing the kitchen, and as you can see, I did like this open shelving thing, because I didn't want to use cabinets, I think. And I used also loads of big windows, because I wanted like a lot of natural light coming through. And for this house, the style of this house is like, I imagine to be kind of like modern contemporary slash almost boohoo. And I'm using like these counters from the base game, and I think they look perfect. I really like the wooden countertops of those counters. I think it looks very well, and again, it matches the boohoo vibe that I was going for. And in terms of flooring, I used wooden floors, kind of a dark tone. I really like how it also looks with the counters. And instead, with the wallpaper, I used white wooden planking, to kind of give a clean look to the inside. And then I used some white brick accent in some parts. Like, as you can see on the platform we have bricks, and then also on the half wall I'm gonna put kind of like brick accents, just to kind of give a little bit more texture to it. And as you can see, I'm now doing the lofted bedroom. I really like the idea of having a lofted bedroom, and it's something that I've never done before in The Sims. The only thing that separates the bedroom from the kitchen and dining area is the half wall. And I really like that idea, because I think it's something that it's very typical of those tiny houses. And as you could see, I'm using a lot of shelves because I imagine that in this house you won't have massive pieces of furniture, but you would have like more open shelving you know, I think it's more convenient in a house like this rather than have massive pieces of furniture that takes a lot of space. I really like this staircase from Seasons because it doesn't have another side, and I don't know, I think it looks very well in a house like this. I mean, obviously you could have, most of the time in a house like this, you would find like a staircase with an underside, but the underside is basically, it has drawers to kind of maximize the space of the house. But obviously we can't have that in The Sims, so I thought that a staircase with an underside would look a bit too, I don't know, boring. I really like the idea of having an open staircase. And as you can see, I'm adding more shelves to the side of the staircase. I think it looks kind of cute with books and stuff. And I had so much fun furnishing this house because, as I said, it's a concept that I haven't done yet in The Sims. And as I said, I really like the we have like lofted areas in this house. And honestly, I thought it was gonna be complicated to do because when I saw the picture on Pinterest, I was like, I want to try to do that in The Sims, like this kind of lofted thing. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be so complicated because platforms are very hard to use. But then, you know what? It wasn't that hard. Basically, I'm gonna explain to you how I did it in case you are curious to know, or you might know already how to do that, but maybe some of you don't know. Basically what you do, you build a room, you build a box, and you just raise the platform up until, I don't know, to your preference, as high as you want. Obviously you can't make it too high, but you know, kind of like raise it up maybe 4 times, maybe, I don't know, it depends. Also, I was considering like the length of the stairs, like the length of the stairs. I didn't want it to be like too long. So I was also considering that. And also, you need to use medium wall or even tall walls, but not short walls, because if you use short walls, it's not gonna work. You won't have space for anything, for the windows. If you want like to have, you know, windows, like large windows as I use, you need to use medium or tall walls. In this case, I'm using medium walls because they were perfect for this, but you can also use tall walls. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you to use tall walls unless you want to use big windows, because then you would look weird from the outside. And now, as you can see, I am furnishing my favorite part of the house, the living room. This living room is very tiny, but I really like how it looks. It's kind of like has this bohemian look, and with that rug, and I don't know, I really like it. I really like the yellow accents of this room. I'm very proud of it. I'm also using bricks in some part of the house. I said that already, sorry. I want to say that I did this house 3 times. The first time I did it and I didn't like it, so I was like, okay, let me bulldoze it. The second time I did it and I was satisfied, I was happy, I was proud of my creation. And then I go in iMovie, I open iMovie, and I open the video that I recorded, and the file was damaged. I was like, that's fun. So 2 hours of video damaged. And I was like, okay, so what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like leave it, like not do it again, or am I gonna like build this house again? I was very like mad about it. So this video was supposed to come out yesterday, but obviously the file was damaged and I had to basically redo the entire house. The thing is, it was already late in the evening. I was like, I'm gonna film it again tomorrow morning because obviously it was already late, so it wasn't really coming out that day. But but yeah, I was very mad about it. Like I was so mad that the yesterday evening, I basically took the evening off, um, and I just took care of myself, took care of my hair. I did a hair mask, I did a face mask, and I was just taking care of my body because I needed that. I needed to like distract myself from the fact that 2.5 hour of video was ruined. Was like I could throw that in the bin, and I was very mad about it. So I think that's a lesson, because next time I have to make sure that it's actually recording properly instead of just like press record and then start playing and then forget about it. But we have come to the outside of the build now, and as I said, I didn't do much, but we have kind of like from patio, and I really like the fact that I used stilted foundations, because in this way it really looks like it's a movable house. It's like it's there, but then you can move it. So I really like this fact, because that was the main idea for this house. And as you can see, it's not very pretty. It's not pretty from the outside. Like it's kind of ugly. And I used actually, I think it's base game wallpaper. This kind of like a blue siding, and then I used a wallpaper from Seasons to kind of make the front of the house looking like it has metal panels. The thing is, I know that with eco lifestyle pack, you have that wallpaper that kind of looks like it's a container. To make it look like a container, it's like panels, I think, metal panels. But I don't have eco lifestyle. I haven't bought it. I don't have all the packs. I don't have all the money to buy all the packs. So I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to slowly catch up with all the packs that have come out, but I'm not rich. So, and it's good. It's a good thing that down there are on sale. So I'm gonna buy a couple of them, but not all of them, because I'm not interested in all of them, honestly. Like, I don't like some of them, so I'm not planning on buying all of the packs that have come out. And now I'm trying to kind of slowly buying all of, like, not all of them, but the one that I'm more interested in, the one that looks a bit more interesting to play. And yeah, so I might buy a Eco Lifestyle, but not now. Like, I have other packs that I want to buy before. And as I said, expansion packs are 50% off right now, so I'm gonna buy some of them. So, it's a huge deal. Rather than just buy game packs and stuff packs, I think now it's more convenient to kind of like buy the expansion packs now that are on sale. And now I'm doing the backyard of the house. The backyard is very small, because this house is actually 20 by 15 lots, so it's a small lot. But I decided to give this house a little backyard, and I really like the fact that I used the awning from the Zerlax to kind of make a patio. I think it looks good, because imagine, like, this house is mainly like metal panels and wood, so I really like the fact that we kind of have that wooden awning that it looks like it's kind of removable, or you can kind of like close it when you need to, when you move the house. So I didn't want to have like also too much going on in the backyard, because obviously this house is movable. Also in terms of landscaping, I used like some plants and some rocks, but really, as I said, I didn't want to like have trees or anything, because I really wanted to keep it like this, like it's just ground, empty ground, and you just place your movable house. And that was the entire idea. Though the house it's called like tiny house, the interior is very spacious. We actually have like a double bedroom. We have a living room, kind of lofted living room. We have a kitchen space. We have a sitting space. I mean, we have like an island with stools, but still, this house is supposed to be for 2 people, I think, because yeah, I don't think you can have more than 2 people in this house. But in the backyard, we have like a table. so you could sit outside with your friends in case you want to invite friends. And we have a desk with a computer, we have a bookshelf, we have a functional bathroom with a bathtub. Like, this house covers all the bases and even more. So even though it's tiny, it's actually it's functional, it's pretty, it has everything. Nothing is missing. I really like, you know what? I really like the tiny living concept. I think it's cool because honestly, I mean, it would be cool in real life to live in a mansion, obviously, but in The Sims, honestly, mansions are a bit boring to build, and not boring, but because they're so big to furnish. I mean, after 2 hours, I'm like, oh, I still have to do the half of the house. I still have to do the landscaping. That is gonna take me 6 hours to finish this house, and I get bored, and I kind of do the last, I don't know, rooms in a rush. And so I think it takes a lot of patience to build mansions in The Sims, and I'd rather like build tiny houses like this where I can just focus on the inside and make it look pretty. Also, you know what, for this house it was very hard. Like, in the end I decided to kind of not having anything in terms of like tile or, you know, terrain paint, but it was very hard to find anything that would match the environment around the house. So I was like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna pretend that we have like this this piece of land and it's just like that. It's just like that. We place our movable house there. We have our patio in front and in the back, and it's all good. We have also fences actually, so it's good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And in the back, like, we have a grill, so it covers all the bases. I also forgot to put a guitar. I wanted to put the guitar on the patio, but I completely forgot. For all the 3 attempts that I've made for this house, I wanted to put a guitar. And I had that in mind. I had that in the back of my mind. All the 3 times, I forgot. I can't imagine. And also, now that I'm seeing the video, I'm just thinking that I don't like the front door. I don't like the huge front door. That kind of sliding door. You see what I mean? It looks ugly. I want to change it. I think I'm gonna open the game and change it. It's kind of like close. So I can also do the final product. Deck, ship deck. It's kind of this port deck where you might get, like, I don't know, containers from ships. I don't know. But I think it fits well. I mean, maybe the landscaping that I did doesn't fit very well with the environment around, but I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. So this is the front door. I mean, the front of the house. And we have like some plants. I really like the fact that we have lots of like these kind of exotic plants. And then we have like a table. I think I'm gonna change the front door. I don't know if it looks good or not. Maybe have like 3 windows, 3 smaller windows up here. Would look maybe nice. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that now anyway. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the house. We enter and we have like the kitchen, and I really like these base game counters because I think they give me like boohoo vibes with this wooden countertop. And we have these shelves, open shelves with jars and glass and some decor. I used a lot of debug items for this kitchen. As you can see, we have like these jars that are from debug, these cups as well, and these pumpkins are from Seasons, and I just basically sized them down. And these are the Halloween pumpkins, but if you turn them around, they are basically plain pumpkins. And I really like this kitchen, sort of bohemian kitchen. And then I used these kind of industrial stools, which I think match very well with the counters of this kitchen. And then we walk up the stairs and we had a bedroom. This is the bedroom with the shelves again, open shelves, and we have a chest of drawers over here with some more plants. I really like this bedroom. It's very bright and we have a lot of plants. I really like these. I think they're like they're supposed to be like table, like small tables, but they're like puffs from Tiny Living, and I really like it. Like the texture looks so realistic. I really like how they fit in this room. Over here, we have like an office study area with small desk. This is from Parenthood, and a computer and some books on the shelf. And then I really like also the hanging plant. Again, it's kind of like a very boohoo looking, but I really like it, as well as the rug is as well. But that was the whole idea. Okay, this is my favorite part of the house, this lofted living room. We have a TV, we have again another path, we have a sofa. I really like how, like, I don't know, I just really like this area. I think it looks so cute. I really like the color scheme with the yellow and this teal color. And then I also managed to fit a bookshelf. Like I put the sofa in a corner like this, and I could fit a bookshelf. I don't know if I haven't play tested this house, so I don't really know if it's playable. But I might need to play test this. But we'll see. And then on this side we have the bathroom. In a tiny house like this is actually a big bathroom, because normally tiny houses don't have like such a big bathroom. Normally it's smaller than this, I think. Again, it's still like cohesive with the rest of the house, I think. The design of the bathroom, kind of like still modern, contemporary, bohemian look. And then we have this door that leads you to the back of the house. In the back, again, as I said, it's very simple, because I imagine like this is a movable house, so you need to like kind of close everything off and be able to move the house. So you can't really have much going on, you know, like in case you want to move the house, you want to take the grill and the table inside. I have a couple of planter boxes, and that's it. That's the entire house, and that's pretty much it. So that's the entire house. I hope you guys like the concept. I hope maybe it was also useful if you want to build a house that is tiny and you want to make it like, you want to make lofted rooms. And as I said, I really like the fact that I could use platforms and half walls to kind of create these lofted areas in the house. And so it's kind of like a big open floor plan, but it's kind of like those half walls makes it a bit more closed off in a way. And also the platform. So I really like that. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I hope you guys are having a good Halloween week so far. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!